Good morning, modern steaders. That sun breaking through the fog back there looks so beautiful. It is such a foggy morning. It is starting to burn off right now, which is nice. It's supposed to continue raining today and tomorrow, so it is a perfect opportunity to continue working in the butcher shop. So hopefully we can get all of the PVC paneling up and get that done. And then we're gonna have trim work and some higher up stuff to do, but I'm looking forward to having the walls waterproofed. The outdoor wood boiler is keeping it so warm and cozy in here. Oh, it feels so good, and it's not taking that much wood. I went to the grocery store last night to pick up a few groceries, and man, the prices at the grocery store, every time I go there, keep getting higher and higher and higher. So it just makes me want to get this room finished even more. This is going to be our greenhouse room and our butcher shop and a couple other things in here. We'll be able to start our seeds. We'll be able to grow microgreens right here for us, and then do all the cleaning and harvesting that we need right on this side. Every time I go to the grocery store, it just reminds me that this room is important. It's just crazy what is going on right now with food pricing and all pricing. So this will kind of help us have control over our own food and what food costs us. So this is an investment, but it's going to be worth it and pay for itself pretty quickly. This concrete floor we poured after the main floor. So our PEX for the heat runs up through the wall and then down to this floor. All of our heating in this house is radiant heat in the concrete floor. And everything else has PEX over the supply line. When we got out to here, we ran out of the foam. So I'm gonna get that put back on. This is our first time with radiant heat, and I am very happy with how it's heating so far. It hasn't gotten extremely cold yet. But it seems to be very efficient, and it just heats the whole house evenly. There's a few reasons why we chose to go radiant heat. Being a smaller building and not having a basement, we don't have like a utility room where we wanted to take up a whole area with one heat source. So having the radiant heat, it's throughout the floor, it's throughout the whole house. We don't have to run ductwork anywhere. And it's nice because you can hook it up to different systems. We right now have it hooked up to our outdoor wood boiler. If you didn't want to go with an outdoor wood boiler, you could go with some sort of gas. You could go with electric. There's many different options with the radiant heat. It was pretty easy to install. It honestly didn't cost us that much more money to run the radiant PEX tube. We were doing foam down anyways because we wanted to heat this building. So we wanted to make sure the slab was insulated. So what we did is we bought a product called Crete Heat. It is foam that kind of looks like a Lego block building pad. We put that down. It all seals together nicely. We have videos on that. And then you just lay your radiant PEX piping in it and stub it out. So it costs a little bit more money for that foam board, but not a lot, not very noticeable. And I guess when I say that, this was a few years ago before a lot of the building prices went sky high. So I don't know how that is now. And then I think we had to buy 2, maybe 3 rolls of 1/2-inch PEX, which I think at that time it was like $60 a roll. So we had like another $180. So for heat source wise, it's not expensive, especially if you're doing it yourself. And the way it is heating the house, it is awesome. I picked up some new earplugs the other day at Lowe's. They're called Eros. And this is what they look like. For some reason, they make me think of double bubble gum, like the stuff you'd get at like the barber when you were a kid. Every time I put them in my ear, that's what they make me think of. I don't know why. If you guys have ever tried these and they make you think of the same thing, let me know. Is it just me? I get a chuckle every time I stick them in my ear. our concrete job on the floor over here is a little subpar. We put an additive in this concrete slab when we were pouring it. It was supposed to be cold that day, so it set up. And it was a hot sunny day, so this concrete set up fast, and yeah. It was kind of a bear to work, so it didn't come out as nice as we were hoping. I'm just going to trim back this edge because these sheets are wider than 48 inches.
We are absolutely loving how this room is coming out. We are really liking this PVC plywood. It's got a nice grain. We think it's gonna look really nice. Clean up nice, be usable for what we want to use this room for. So we are really loving it. Loving it, loving it.
Nail on the floor right there, and let me know what you think.
Nail on the floor?
Yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah, like right in this corner. Or put your hands on it, either one.
It's warm.
Is that gonna be where Tanner lies?
How come it's so much warmer right there?
Because that's where the hot water goes in to heat up this whole slab.
That's where I'm gonna be sitting.
That'll be where your desk is in that corner.
Yeah, really.
You'll always have warm feet.
That's right. Sun's out, I hear the inverters going, the batteries are charging, the door's open so we can hear it really good. But it's also a nice sound to know that's working, doing all those things. I don't know if I've mentioned lately, but really, really love it here. Love it here. Can't wait. But we want to make sure we're all ready, we're all organized, we're ready to go. Not every little thing is going to be done, but we're going to have it so we feel comfortable.
It's nice that that target works not just on sheetrock, but also on this PVC board.
Are you so excited? It's your last piece on this wall?
I am. We're getting close. So are you excited for your waterproof room?
I am so excited for this room. I've been excited since before it's even been done. And now having this makes me really, really excited. So I don't know about everybody else, but like when I have plants and soil, like that seems like the soil gets everywhere. And then I feel like I'm ruining something, or like I just feel like with everything being easy cleanup and not have to worry about like ruining anything. And then when we're harvesting, like I just want everything to be clean and not have to worry about like especially with chicken, all that stuff. What about you? Are you excited?
I am. It's going to be awesome having a dual purpose room. That will be easy cleanup for harvesting. We'll have a nice sink out here for starting our own transplants, and then microgreens and stuff like that, just to have an area for that's going to be nice. Right attached to the house. It's going to be perfect.
And I know that the rest of the house, we're gonna utilize that way too, but not when we're living in it. Like, I mean, we will do some things, but most of the main stuff is gonna be out here in this area.
The dirtier stuff.
Right.
While we're living in this, well, the dirtier stuff will be out here.
Right.
And then later on, we'll keep most of the dirtier stuff out here. And we'll do more of like the processing, like bagging and stuff.
Right.
In that part.
Right. And then we'll still do canning and do all that stuff in there. So hopefully the next growing season we'll do more canning stuff, because we did not do any canning this year with everything going on and everything, and just trying to figure out different things. So it's every time, everybody has different seasons of life and different things going on, so you just do what you can. And
this year has not gone as planned with your health and everything.
Right.
Some of the
like
times
it's looking up. It's looking up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all just been different, but it's
right. Rolling with the punches. Not letting it keep us down and just moving on. And okay, yep, we didn't do what we wanted to do, what we had in plan. Like things haven't worked out time frame wise, but we're not letting that stop us, or we're not letting that give us the defeated mindset. We're just trying to say, okay, yep, we're rolling with the punches. Everything's been going good. And you're healing up awesomely. Yeah. So it's just like, okay, it's just different than what we had planned.
Right. And we might not have canned something, but we've done so much, and like you said, I'm doing really good, and like we'll just see what the next season brings.
Right. Might take us a little bit longer to get up here, but you're healthy, and that's what really matters.
Doing good.
I'm trying to figure out how to maximize our sheets so we don't have a lot of waste. If I take a full sheet, go up against this wall, it'll stop around there, and then I can put a cut-off piece from that leftover piece above the door. It should stop here, and then that piece, which was cut off from on that wall, I can cut it for here, and then we'll still have over one full sheet left that we can start using for trim at some point to trim out the windows. So that'll maximize the most, I think.
Do you know who I think is gonna like this room here more than us?
Figaro?
Figaro. He's gonna love it. He loves the sun. He loves the warm.
Yep.
He's gonna love it.
You ladies ready for your first move? That moves easier than our little chicken tractors. All right. Right now I'm going around checking out all of our scrap. I guess it's not scrap, they're cut off pieces, and I want to try to maximize them to the best I can to use them for all of our trim around the windows. So we need to do all around the windows, then we have the trim we need to do the window sills and the sides and the top, and then the trim for around the windows. I'm thinking these cutoffs right here from this board right around the window, basically these ones came out of here, bam. If I get my table saw, I can rip those down, use them. So that's 6 of them, so basically be all of the bottoms. And then I'll have to get tops and sides. And we have this sheet left over. It's probably about 6 feet long. And then we have these left over that we can cut. We might have enough with this right here for all of the edges around the window. That'd be nice. And then we just need to get some to trim out around the windows. And up high, we're gonna do something different. We already have that material, but while I'm working with all of the PVC board and making the PVC dust, I want to just continue on with that. So I think I'll get my table saw, I'll get ripping, and we'll see what we can come up with. We do have one more sheet left over and trying to maximize all of my cuts. I have one more sheet that I purchased. I'm hoping that maybe we can return that one. If not, I'll have to use it for here, or that sheet might work for all of the trim around the windows, because we can cut the trim out of a sheet too. So we might have just enough here for trim and everything. All right, let's try this piece, see how we did. Ooh, I like that. That is nice. Let's check it in the other windows. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do one window at a time. Make sure we get everything the right width for that window, and then we'll go on to the next one, because this fits perfectly on this one. I'll check it on the sides. Sides. I can't talk. For the sides, it's perfect too. So yeah, I'm gonna rip down 3 more pieces for this window. So that worked out really well. I was able to get all of the inner trim pieces out of the scraps we had lying around. That, unfortunately, right there is 1/4 inch, so we can't use that for trim. I have a couple of more pieces left over here, and then I have one more full sheet. So that might be enough to do all of the trim around the windows. I'll have to get some more for the doors, but it's gonna be close for the window trim. We won't know that for a little while, but that's gonna be kind of nice that everything we were able to have and bought already, we'll be able to use. There really isn't any waste because I was able to cut that up and use it for trim work, which makes me feel good. If it was sheetrock, it's one of the things I don't like about sheetrock is sheetrock, all these little scrap pieces, you can't do anything with. You just gotta throw them away because they're not good for anything. This stuff, I'm able to make trim out of. So one of the neat things about this is you can use PVC cement to glue everything together also. You ready to see what this looks like?
Ready. I'm not gonna want you to put the shade back up.
What's that?
I'm not gonna want you to put the shade back up.
All right.
I do feel like you're gonna drip that on the floor though.
Yeah. It'll give it more of the industrial look.
I want it to be clean. Just have stuff everywhere.
Here we go. Darn it. Something like that.
Looks good. And this is gonna be waterproof too, so I don't have to worry about getting like water spots on wood. I don't know if you ever set plants on a wood windowsill or anything like that. Sometimes you can get water spots, or like, I just don't want to have to worry about spraying water or putting something that water might get on. So I'm really, really happy that we're doing this.
I like it. All right, let's keep moving down the line. Maybe we can get them all assembled today.
It looks so good, so good. Everything just looks so clean. I know it's dirt, messy in here, but everything just looks so clean. more, 2 more.
I can't remember they're all done. It's still gonna be a while. All trimmed down.
Okay, last one. Here we go.
Perfect rainy day project.
Looks so good.
I'll have to adjust them, square them off. We gotta make the right size shims to keep everything nice and square and make sure they're centered in the windows, but we don't have time for that today, unfortunately. I didn't expect we'd get this far, so I am happy to stop it here, and then we'll have to make some custom shims and figure it all out. But it's gonna look so good.
It does look so good. It looks so good.
And then it'll be like this, bam. And then we'll have a big piece of trim going in the center to connect both windows. So up top I'll have a big piece of trim going all the way to the ceiling, all the way across, and the same on the bottom, but it'll probably be like this thick on the bottom. And then whatever this is here, connecting the two windows, that's gonna look nice.
So basically, when I get crazy with the hose, there's no worries.
This is Gina-approved room, so she can wash everything down from 8 feet below. You can't get the ceiling.
Right. Don't worry, I had to get up on ladders, so.
So this is a waterproof room just for you, so you
I
can
love
clean
it.
it and you won't have to worry about it.
I love it. I have to figure out like a perfect like little sitting, like small little sitting spot for in here, because it's just so nice.